Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this new series of Disneyland vlogs. As you can probably guess, I'm not traveling just yet because it is super dark right now. I'm leaving at exactly 6:20 in the morning on this rather gloomy Wednesday, March 26th, 2025. And it's time to go back to Disneyland, guys. And this video, in reality, is going to be not just a vlog, but also really an update on myself personally, as well as the channel, and what to really expect, not just for the new videos that are coming out from this trip, but really the future for this year, 2025. So stick around, enjoy the ride. Along the hillside over there is Universal Studios Hollywood. Currently we are building the Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift roller coaster. You probably see the escalators leading down to the lower lot. At the time of the recording of this video, that roller coaster is like almost finished in terms of the track. They have like a few more pieces to go and then it's complete. Yeah, man, it is gloomy today, and I can already see on the windshield that it is like misting right now, or it's like a very light drizzle. So we might actually be going into Disneyland with not so much of a crowd today because of the weather. I did see that it was going to be cloudy today, but it didn't say anything about drizzle. No, now it's getting a little bit more intense. So okay, we haven't been to Disneyland in a long time where it's been drizzling or really raining, so this might have been a really good day to go. We'll find out when we get there. This could all be gone by the time we arrive in, like, say, Orange County, because when the sun comes up, the sun hasn't even risen yet. I can't even see it through the clouds, so it's probably going to be like another maybe 30, 40 minutes or so before it gets over the hill. So, yeah, right now it is drizzling. It's actually like drizzling on the windshield right now. And there it is. The Walt Disney Studios. Good morning. There's the animation building. You can see that in the Once Upon a Studio, the short for the 100th anniversary of Walt Disney Studios. So I know it looks a little bright, but it's still kind of dark out here, so I turned up the ISO on my camera. Anyways, so traffic is slowing down just a little bit, so I thought it'd be best to talk about what's been going on with myself. Why haven't I been uploading any Disney videos for like last, what, almost 3 months? Well, a lot of things have been happening recently that have been pretty upsetting. Family related and also personally. For those who've been watching my videos for quite some time, you all know that I have cats at the house. Very recently, we lost another cat. It was Spalding. Spalding was one of our black cats, a pair of black cats that we had for many years. He came along with Shadow, who was another very sweet cat. His was very similar to Shadow in terms of how he passed away. And it's just mind-blowing to me that around this same time last year, we lost Shadow. In fact, I remember it was around the time when I went to Star Wars night that we lost Shadow. And around the same time, later, like a year later, we lost Spalding. Yeah, it was a shocker. Yeah, sorry to start off this vlog kind of sad, but, you know, that's literally the first thing that happened, and it only got worse. Phew, jeez, look at all that traffic. Went the opposite direction. Good grief. Well, it looks like we're getting a little bit of traffic right here by the Citadel. Someday, I'll visit the Citadel. So at this point, we're about, I'd say, halfway there to Disneyland. I always mark this as the halfway point. It says on my phone that we're about 46 minutes away, obviously due to traffic, but under normal traffic, this would be like half an hour. So, might be an accident. Yeah, probably because of the mist. It was drizzling a lot more back towards downtown. But it's slowly coming back, but it kind of stopped. So, the sun is just starting to rise. So, it is starting to get a little bit light out here. And again, it looks a lot brighter, but I had to turn up my ISO. So now that we've reached this part of our drive where it's getting a little bit more like traffic. What is that? Hang on. I've never seen this up here before. Look at this. There is a netting right up there. You see this? What is that? I've never seen a netting there. Is it because of the wires? What is that? There is a golf course over here with a... Oh, maybe that's what it's for. No, it can't be because... Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, there's this netting right here. Weird. No, that's not for catching golf balls. Those holes are a lot bigger. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. That was odd. Yeah, I never seen that. So, going back to what I was originally going to talk about. So, going back to the story, why it got worse. So, a few weeks after his passing, my dad had to check in on his older cousin. I was at Universal. My folks went to see her, and they had blood drawn, they had urine drawn, they basically did a bunch of like tests on her to see, you know, give her a status as to what's going on with her physically. So they get home, I'm still at Universal working, and the nurse calls and says you need to get her to ER ASAP. That's not good. That is definitely not good at all. So my dad had to go back to see her and take her to the emergency room. She's been in the hospital now for like the last 2 weeks. She has currently kidney failure. And she has a very, very high white blood cell count. So, that's not good. That is really not good. It's been a pretty crappy 2025 for us. And the fun doesn't end there. This next story involves me personally and this car. Here's our family's favorite restaurant right there. I'm saying that as a joke because Mom can't eat there. It's got a whole bunch of peanuts. I mentioned about that story so many times on this channel. Which means that we're close to Knott's Berry Farm. And yes, you've guessed it, I'm going to be stopping by the Target over here. Orange County. There we go. So, Knott's Berry Farm should be... I don't know actually if you'll be able to see it because... Oh no, there it is. Yep, I can see it. Supreme Scream. Right there. And I saw Silver Bullet. Okay. I still missed that GameStop over here. Wish it didn't move. I guess it didn't really get much business. Alrighty. So, gonna head inside. Quick break. Bathroom break. Get my coffee. Yeah, check out what they've got over here in terms of like figures. Okay, so unfortunately that was a no-go in terms of figures. But I was able to collect a few cards. I did purchase something from the Hot Wheels section. As you all know, I'm a big fan of Batman, and this in particular caught me by surprise. This is the 1960s Batmobile, and it's blue. And it's got this like weird pattern on it. I'm like, what do they do to it? They re-released these cars with different patterns and everything. I'm like, what is going on here? But anyways, yeah, there's the 1960s Batmobile. Yes, as you all know, I did get to ride the original 1960s Batmobile many years ago. And here come the trading cards. So, as you'll know, I also collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I've actually been dueling quite a bit. Been pretty good. And I have a new set here called the Blue Eyes White Destiny, which probably means that the Blue Eyes White Dragon might be in here. I have something in here that's stuck. Oh, this might be an exclusive card. How the heck do I get this out of here? Ah, Wishes for Eyes of Blue, a spell card. Ooh, this one's in its special packaging there, so this is actually kind of a cool one. Right off the bat, we have Indigo Eyes Silver Dragon right there. That's pretty interesting. And here's Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. Yes. Okay, now we're talking. Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons. This is a really cool set. This has a lot of dragons. Kaiba would be very interested in having this set, I'm pretty sure. There he is. There he is. Blue Eyes. There it is. And there's the second one. There's the second one right there. Oh, and wait a minute. Hold on. We got another one. There's the third one right there. So we also have the Blue Eyes Alternate Dragon, the Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Jeez, this thing is like ridiculous. These are all dragons. Dragon of Spirit White. My goodness. Man, the attack ratio of these things. Holy moly. That's a neat picture. Oh, Duel Links. This is it. That's the game that I use right there. Duel Links. That is awesome. That is really cool. This is a nice set. Wow. So we go from Yu-Gi-Oh now to this other series of cards that I got. Now, a long time ago, I used to collect these, and I thought, you know what? Let's, start a small collection for now and just see what happens. Because, I mean, I used to play this sport when I was little, and every once in a while, I'll join my dad in watching maybe some of this. But yes, here we have some Topps Series 1 Major League Baseball trading cards. Now, this is a total of 36 packs. I got 5. Oops, I may have gotten a little one too many. As you all know, I'm a big Dodgers fan, and sometimes the Angels, but really, I've been a Dodger fan my entire life. I will say that my very first, time that I ever really enjoyed watching the Dodgers was, I want to say 94 through 97, when we had 5 really good rookies. Hideo Nomo, Raul Mondesi, Eric Karros, Todd Hollandsworth, excuse me, and my absolute favorite player of that time, the catcher, Mike Piazza. Still is. I was really upset when he went first to the Marlins and then went to the Mets. I follow him on Instagram. Really nice guy. Changed. There were the Braves. What team was this one? Warriors? No. I forget this one. Oh, the Brewers. That's right there. We got Texas Rangers. Oh, this is cool. National League, San Diego Padres. This is a cool one. That's a nice picture right there. Oh, we got ourselves a... Whoa! We got ourselves a really cool card. Right off the bat, you guys, check this out. Dodgers, Jackie Robinson. Check that out. That is awesome. Brooklyn Dodgers, my friends. OG. Dang! 1949, he became the initial black player to win the National League MVP award. He made 6 straight MLB All-Star Game exhibitions. That is awesome. That is a really cool one. Alrighty then, so first set, not too bad. That Jackie Robinson card, that's going up to the front, my friends. Nationals. Oh, we got a Dodgers. Dodger swagger, here we go. We got Winning with Style again. There are the Dodgers right there. I'm going to put that next to the Robinson card right there. Angels, nice. Oh, there's the Cardinals. There we go. And the Astros again. Oh, we got ourselves a nice one here. Jose Miranda there. Okay, so second one was okay. Not too bad. Okay, Devil Rays. Oh, here we go. Dodgers. Here we go. Los Angeles Dodgers, a team card. That's a cool one right there. Diamondbacks, another Dodgers, Will Smith. Mr. Will Smith from the Dodgers. Nice. I might be totally slaughtering their names. I apologize. Say cheese. Selfie. That's awesome. These are really nice cards. These are really nice cards. Oh, this is cool. This is like an old style one. Will Clark from the Giants. Like the way it looks like an old style baseball card. That's kind of cool. That's 4 down. 1 more to go. Oh, here we go. Hey, Ohtani. We got an Ohtani card. There he is, you guys. We got an Ohtani, stars of MLB. There you go. You guys were looking for an Ohtani. Is Shaun gonna get Ohtani? Yes, I did. There he is, right there. That's cool. I like these cards. I have some other ones where there's a full team of Dodgers from like early 2000s, and yeah, so these are the Dodger cards that I have currently. So there's Hunter, there's Will, there's the picture of the team, another Hunter card, the Dodgers celebrating, the Ohtani one, and then of course, last but not least, Jackie Robinson. That is a nice card. On that note, what time is it? It's probably time to go. Yes, Disneyland just opened. Actually, Disney California Adventure just opened. So, without further ado, it is time to head to the park. We're actually pretty close to Knott's Berry Farm, so I gotta do that U-turn past Knott's and then head off to Disneyland. We did some damage here today, guys, with the trading cards. So, yeah, that's awesome. Here is Disneyland's neighbor, Knott's Berry Farm. I remember many times when my folks and I visited Knott's Berry Farm, it was always gloomy. So, kind of reminding me of those days. I don't think Knott's Berry Farm's open yet, so it's pretty dead. Look at that. Wow. Again, I'm coming back for the Boys Berry Festival. That's gonna be a lot of fun. There's a chicken dinner restaurant and the berry market right there. And of course, you got Ghost Rider. About to pass by one of my favorite attractions over here at Knott's. Not just the trains, they are my favorite, but one of my personal favorites as of recent is Independence Hall. Right there. Such a cool building. Very cool replica. Traffic. Yay. Don't we love it? So, my third story, gosh, this road trip video is going to be a lot longer than my previous ones. So, this story now involves me and the car. So, around this same time period after Spalding's passing and my dad's cousin being in the hospital, I'm trying to pass this car through a smog check. And it's not passing. And I'm like going, what in the world's going on? I took it to a smog check place and it's talking like, oh yeah, it can't pass because not only does it have a check light, it's got some weird code saying that something needs to be fixed. So the reason why it needs to pass a smog is because it needs to be renewed. And if it doesn't get renewed, then this car becomes inoperable. Now, it wasn't just codes that were showing up. They were also what they call monitors. These are monitors that you have in your car to make sure that it's running properly. Well, there was these 2 monitors that were showing up even though the codes were cleared. So in order for the smog to go through, to even like start the smog process, the monitors need to be cleared, and then hopefully it will pass smog. I had to replace, not just based on miles, but I also had to replace, I want to say 4 different car parts to this car alone just to fix it, to get it to pass and to clear these different monitors. Now, the monitors that were going off, in case you're wondering which monitors they were, one of them was an O2 monitor and another was a secondary air monitor. The O2 I got eventually to disappear. We ran through what they call a dry cycle, or a cold start cycle. So I let the car sit for a couple of minutes after turning it on, and then I do this process where I start off slowly on the street and work my way to the freeway. And I try to add up a certain number of miles into the car, but I also do these different steps to potentially remove these monitors, because the car does all these checks to make sure that everything's running properly. Well, there is these steps that I followed, and I got one of them to go away, which was the O2 monitor, which was good. But this other one, the secondary monitor, was not disappearing at all. So apparently, I had a bad fuse. There's a fuse that I use in my car that was completely blown. I had to fix the transmitter. I had to fix... The catalytic converter was perfectly fine. Everything was good, which is good. But I had to fix the fusion, the air pump, the transmitter, and there's another part, I completely forgot what it was. 4 different car part pieces cost a total of around 800 bucks. Just so that I can pass a smog check. Oh my gosh. But you know what? It had to be done because I had a check engine light to begin with anyways. So there were some things that were obviously needing to be replaced or fixed. Oh yeah. Finally, it got fixed so that all the monitors were cleared, all the codes were cleared, and it passed smog. And once it passed, I immediately went to AAA and paid off for the registration. So yay, that nightmare's over. Just a wonderful story in the life of Shaun. Her life of Brian, life of Shaun. There you go. Okay guys, so I just pulled into my parking spot. Sorry, I was going to record a little bit more inside of me driving in the lot, but I just got a phone call from my folks saying that Marlis is going to be going through some surgery today, so... Oh, jeez. Anyways, yeah, so that's going to be on my mind now for the rest of the day. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to be recording a lot, and I do mean a lot of videos today while I'm here. So, what's going to happen while I'm here? Well, I'm going to be recording a few vlogs here and there, but I'm also planning on doing a few videos about the pressed coin machines that are in the park. I'm going to do a whole update series about that, because I haven't done one in a very long time. Probably not since the 60th anniversary, which was like 10 years ago, so I need to do that again. So, yeah, so I'll be doing that. A couple of videos from Mealtime Disneyland. The Food and Wine Festival is going on as well, so I might partake in that. We'll see. Obviously, I'm not gonna be drinking any wine because, you know, I'm driving by myself and I want to be sober when I'm when I'm on my way home. So I don't drink alcohol unless it's root beer. Just kidding, that's soda. But yeah, don't drink and drive, you guys. That is, no, please don't. More episodes of Disneyland at Home will be coming as well, so stay tuned for that. And there's a few other videos they'll be releasing as well, but I'll be saving those for later on down the road. So until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching the entire road trip video. I do appreciate it. I probably edited a lot of stuff out, but oh my gosh. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. It's time to head into the park. Thank you so much again for watching. See you all next time here on the Disneyland video series. We're back for 2025.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and click the bell icon to be notified of when a new video will be going live. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more Disneyland fun. To stay connected, follow me on Instagram at Shaun Allen Films and follow my other channels, the Educational Series, the Vlog Series, and the Travel Town Series. As always, thanks for watching.